What's up, everybody? I'm in a pretty good mood because this week is a big week for both Marvel and DC. This is the week that the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League is releasing on HBO Max, and I do have HBO Max. I've had it for a couple of months. And then also, I've had Disney Plus from the beginning, waiting patiently for the Marvel shows to roll out. Of course, we already had WandaVision, and now finally The Falcon and the Winter Soldier is about to drop. And if you know anything about the history with these shows, basically The Falcon and the Winter Soldier was supposed to be up first, but then situations happened in the world, of course, and that kind of changed Marvel's plan. But apparently the order of those two series, it doesn't matter which one dropped first. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to The Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Zack Snyder's cut of Justice League. I've never been one of those Marvel versus DC guys. Like, I just enjoy them both. So I'm really happy to see both, the movie and the series that are about to drop. I'm really excited about that. And I'm going to go ahead and get into a Marvel haul here. Now, the last item I picked up is actually the first item I want to share with you all. This is a Domes here, and this is the Marvel Zombies Deadpool. And I decided to pick this up because I do have, I think maybe at least two others. I know I have Hulk and Thanos. Oh, I got Wolverine as well. So yeah, I actually have, this is my fourth one of these. I think it's pretty cool looking. I'm kind of picky about Deadpool because there's just so much Deadpool stuff out there right now, especially with Funko, so I've become kind of picky about Deadpool basically. But yeah, this zombie Deadpool I thought was really well designed and would look good along with the other ones that I have. So yeah, I decided to go ahead and pick this up. Yeah, like I was saying, I actually have the Chase Wolverine. He's in his X-Force colors. Then I do have Thanos. I got Zombie Hulk. So I pretty much have the whole set. I'm not going to worry about the common Zombie Wolverine there. So yeah, this is pretty cool here. And I picked this up at Walmart. These are pretty easy to find at Walmart right now if you're interested in them. And I've been keeping them in the box. I mean, I know it's a dome, but I still have just been keeping them in the box because it kind of makes them easy to display right alongside Funko Pops basically. But yeah, that was my last pickup. And this arrived in the mail a couple of days ago, and I was like, this is a little bit heavy. It's not like super heavy, but it feels a little bit heavier than the average pop. And when I opened it up, I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, we have here Dinopool. He's not an exclusive, but I did pre-order him with Hot Topic. So yeah, Dinopool, like I said, I'm a bit picky with Deadpool figures, but this one is so unique. I just really wanted to go for it. And I may get at least one more of the recent Deadpool, well, actually two more of the recent Deadpool figures I have in mind. You'll see in the future on the channel which ones I decided to go with. But yeah, this one, like I said, very unique. And I saw a huge reaction to this figure as well. When I shared those Deadpool figures in Funko News, a lot of people were saying that Deadpool stood out to them as well. Next up here, well, since I mentioned Hot Topic, I actually do have a Hot Topic exclusive here, and this is from the Marvel Zombies line. So, Zombie She-Hulk finally showed up. Now, she was available on the website months ago to pre-order, and it was actually just the concept art of her, and then it took so long for her to release. I saw a lot of people wondering if she was still going to actually release, but yeah, she finally shipped out. You may be able to find her in store. I don't think she's currently on the website, though. But yeah, Zombie She-Hulk finally arrived here. I'm actually still waiting for, I did do a pre-order on Zombie MODOK. I'm waiting for him to arrive. And the glow-in-the-dark Zombie Gambit is about to drop. I'm going to go for that one as well. And by the way, these figures here, the Pops, I will be opening these up in a moment. Next up here, let's go to Miles Morales. So Miles Morales here in the Crimson Cowl suit finally showed up. And I say finally just because I got the notice about this shipping out about a week ago, so I thought it would have been a little bit sooner, but it's all good though. So yeah, we have Miles Morales Crimson Cowl suit, and I am getting about I'd say maybe about half of the Miles Morales pops that are releasing, and I already have shared a couple of them previously on the channel here, so we'll get a closer look at that in a moment. Along with Miles Morales there, I also have the GameStop exclusive Miles Morales in the Programmable Matter suit. This was one of my favorite suits in the game, especially like in the latter half of the game. I rock this suit a lot because it just looks really cool. Next up here, we got two pops from Pop in a Box that I pre-ordered. So we got here Venom with Wings, which I've really been waiting to see what this is going to look like out of box. You see, I haven't opened it up yet, But I'm really looking forward to checking this out, seeing how it looks up close. Pretty awesome there. And when it comes to pop in the box, I mean, I pretty much just go for their exclusives when they have them, and they have been having a lot of Marvel exclusives recently. And like I said, I got 2 pops from them. That's because I ordered 2 of the Venom with wings, and I was lucky enough to get the glow-in-the-dark chase. So we're definitely going to check out the glow on this figure and that Miles Morales as well. And I've actually had some decent luck recently with chases, and if I want to chase bad enough though, I will go second market, and if I can find it reasonable. You know, some people will take a new chase and try to mark it up almost to triple digits right away, and nah, that's not for me. But if it's reasonable, you know, I'll still go for it. But like I said, I've been lucky enough to get a couple of chases recently, including the chase Miles Morales, which I shared recently on the channel. But yeah, these are the figures that we're taking a look at here, and I'm going to go ahead and get the pops out of box. We'll get a closer look. I'll go and say right now, I think these pops look really cool together. They look really awesome together. Of course, you know, they're all Marvel, and they represent different aspects of Marvel, but yeah, these are just some very, very cool looking pops here. Let me actually start off with, let's start off with, I want to go ahead and get to Dinopool, because I think he really looks awesome. For the most part, I'll say for the most part, I mean, the head sculpt is really awesome there. I especially like that separation with the jaw right there, and you kind of see the gums and everything, and like the interior of his mouth. And I like that they sculpted the mouth and the teeth and all of that. Really great detail. The eyes are kind of sunken in there and got the black going on around them. Of course, that's pretty awesome. I like how kind of rough the black looks too, but you know, still obviously representing Deadpool there, and it's fittingly rough because of, you know, the character here. But yeah, it's pretty awesome overall. You could tell that, you know, you see the separation, the line there with the tail and the legs. That really doesn't bother me, but I'm not a big fan of this separation. Normally, I mean, we know that Marvel is they're bobbleheads because of licensing. Funko can't do anything that's too much like an action figure with Marvel because of other deals that are out there. But yeah, this separation here doesn't look super great to me with Dinopool. I mean, ultimately, it's not going to be a big deal because, I mean, when he's just sitting, you really don't see it that much. But I'm still just not super crazy about that separation there this time. Like I said, it normally doesn't bother me with most, you know, Marvel pops. But I just think this will look better if it didn't have that going on, if it was just, you know, solid. I think especially because when you look at it like this, I mean, the neck part is kind of jutting out there, but then there's that separation there that just looks a little odd. So yeah, not a big fan of that, but still overall, this is a pretty cool figure here. Does have a little bit of texture to it with the molding and everything. So yeah, this is cool. Like, if you have any interest in this pop, it's pretty easy to get a hold of. Again, this is a common. Kind of surprising actually that they didn't make this a exclusive. I also like the swords, how rough the swords look as well. I mean, they look like they're chiseled right out of the earth or something, right out of the rock. So that is very awesome. I haven't actually read any comics that feature Dinopool, but I just really like that design though. Now going here to this variant of Miles Morales, I want to go and check this one out because I've been really curious to see this one up close. And seeing it up close, what I thought from the pictures is pretty much confirmed. I think this pop actually looks better than the suit does in the game. In the game, the red is just, it's mostly one color, or at least it seems that way, and it's so bright. Like, I tried it out and I was like, I kind of like the design, but the red is just too much in the game. So yeah, I think the way they did the reds here with the figure, okay, forgive me about the focus there, trying to focus on a lot of faces in the background, but yeah, the way that they did the reds here, you know, with these different variants of red, really helps to separate them some. And I just think it looks better. You know, it looks better as a pop than it did in the game. And I do like the webbing going around him as well there. That's pretty cool. So yeah, this is an awesome pop. Yeah, like I said, this turned out really well. I like the action pose they got going on and everything. And I don't know, the jacket, like, it almost reminds me of like Michael Jackson's jacket that he rocked in Thriller to an extent. But that's pretty cool. I like this also with the eyes. You know, you can see the texture there going on. That is pretty cool. So yeah, this is a great pop. I definitely I'm glad that I added that one to the collection there. Now the programmable suit one, I think they did a pretty solid job with this because, I mean, if you played the game and you see what the suit actually looks like, I didn't, it wasn't going to be easy to pull off as a pop, but I think they did a good job by having these different colors there going on to try to represent the technology sort of flowing through this suit. And then, of course, they got the extra limbs going on there. It looks really good. And this one also, it has a bit of roughness to it, but I think that's intentional. Again, I think they're trying to represent like the energy flowing through this suit. So it works. It does work for me. Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to checking out the glow, but I'll wait till we get to the Venom with wings, then we'll check out the glow on this figure. But just looking at it as is, this is an awesome figure. I'm actually tempted. I might end up keeping this one out of box because it is really awesome. Let's go to She-Hulk here. One thing I noticed right away as I was taking She-Hulk out is that she has this, goo coming down there to her foot. It's like, actually, look at that. It's actually leaking out of her wound there. And then it actually creates this like pool there of ooze, and it helps to create a base for her. So normally with female characters, because they have the slim legs, you would get a base, but she actually doesn't need it because of that. So that's clever. That is clever design there. And that's a detail I did not see at all with her inside of the box. It may have been in the concept art, but that's very cool to see. And yeah, she has a creepy face there, really creepy face. I think especially because the way her mouth is so inset there, and it's like more than one layer of skin there. That is pretty creepy. And she has, of course, these wounds here with that green ooze going on, which is something that element that basically ties the Marvel zombies together. I don't know if that was actually in the comics anywhere, but it helps to tie together the Marvel zombie pops, and I'm a fan of that. I like it, so again, I'm not trying to get every single Marvel zombie, but some of them are really cool. It's a great blend of Marvel and horror, not horror characters, but like horror stylization, basically. So if I remember correctly, okay, this Venom with wings is the chase there, and I got to make sure I don't mix them up. So the chase over here, I'm just looking real quick to see. Yeah, and this tends to happen with like glow-in-the-dark figures. They tend to look a little bit lighter than their commons do, and I can see that difference here. But in general, with both of these, the bodies are glossy while the head seems almost like a matte type finish, which I don't know why they do that. I'm really not sure why Funko does that sometimes, but and let me know if that annoys you. I've heard some people say before they're not a fan of that. Oh, something else I just noticed here. Look at the red on the back of these wings. That's a very deep looking color. It's kind of disturbing looking, actually, the way that red is done, because it does come across kind of bloody, I guess, or flesh-like. Yeah, but then here, again, because this is glow in the dark, it's much paler there. So just at sight right now, I would say that the non-chase actually looks better. But of course, this one has the glow, so that's why it has that different shading going on. Regardless, though, these wings are so cool looking. Like this style of wing, I wonder, Funko might do this with any other characters. It's just really cool looking. Great horror element going on, basically. And somebody, that knows a lot more about the comics than me can let me know. Did this actually happen in the comics? Like, did Venom grow wings or learn how to create wings, or like, I don't know, like what is the story behind this exactly? If anybody knows the story behind it, please share with me. And of course, the tongue out there on both of these is pretty awesome as well. Very true to the character. I'm very interested to see what not Marvel necessarily, but what Funko is going to do now that Marvel and Sony are getting along better with each other. That kind of opens up the possibility of us seeing a lot more from the Sony movies, so we might see some figures. I know we're going to see some figures based on the Venom sequel, but I kind of wonder what else we're going to see. We'll probably see some new Morbius figures as well. That's actually rumored already, so it's going to be interesting to see what they come up with, what gets produced. So we're going to check out the glow on these two glow in the dark figures here. This one is charging up some. It seems like it's charging up kind of slowly though. Let's see. Yeah, so that it's not showing up super well on camera, and I will try to insert a picture here to give you a better look at the glow. And I will say, even with my own eye, it's not like super bright there, and it does fade very quickly, and that seems to be true, especially with the red paint. And I'm actually noticing as well, the doesn't seem like the arms, the extra arms there glow at all. If they're supposed to, I'm definitely not seeing it, but okay. Let me go ahead and move on. Okay, so that was the Miles Morales there. Let me move on to Venom with wings here. I definitely see the eyes lighting up because, of course, the white paint, it just tends to be very bright. The white or yellow there. And they got that yellow on the teeth as well, which I can tell already is going to glow very brightly. And the tongue is actually starting to charge up too. I'm going to see if I can get the wings charged up. I think the wings should glow as well. Oh, that is such a difference there. That's way better than the Miles Morales. Definitely better than the Miles Morales for sure. I mean, you can really make out, and of course with the Venom symbol as well, you can really make out who the character is. Now with the wings, not sure if I can get these wings to charge up properly or not. I'm going to try real quick. Overall, I will say Funko has improved with their glow figures. There are a lot of older glow-in-the-dark figures that just barely glow. Like, they just barely glow. Even with your naked eye, like, you don't see a whole lot of glow with some of the older figures. So I think Funko has definitely stepped it up overall. Oh, the wings are starting to charge up there some. But, like I said, I don't know if this flashlight here will completely do the job to really show off the glow of the wings. But yeah, I can tell that the wings are glow in the dark as well. Again, the red is kind of rough, as far as keeping a charge is concerned. Okay, but even without the wings showing up super bright, that is still pretty awesome. Alright, you all, so that's pretty much going to do it for this video. I definitely want to hear your feedback, what you think about the figures that I shared here. Also, are you planning on adding any of these to your collection, or did you already pick up some of these figures? Share that with me. And if you went for that Venom with Wings chase, let me know whether or not you were successful with that. I've seen a couple of people on social media share that they were able to get that chase. I will give Pop in a Box credit. It does seem like they're fair about their possibilities of the chases. Of course, you're not going to get one every time, but they seem pretty fair about it. There are some other companies that are pretty fair about it as well. And I think most of you, if you've been collecting for a while, you know what I mean by fair. They make sure that it really is random, that you really do get a good chance at it. The employees aren't snatching the chases. They're not taking the chases and marking them up. It is a fair shot at the chases. So I do appreciate that from Pop in a Box. But yeah, like I said, let me, hear your feedback about these pops here. And thank you all so much for taking the time to check that out. I really do appreciate my viewers that come and check out these unboxing videos. It lets me know that you're interested, at least in what I'm interested in. So I think that is pretty cool. But yeah, thank you all again for watching, and I will talk to you all again real soon.